गुरोराराधनादिश्च गुरु परमदैवतं गुरोः परतरं नास्ति कृपालु गुरवे नमः। सत्प्रेम सिंधु मकरंद रसौघधारा सारानजस्रमभितस्रवदाश्रितेषु श्रीराधिके तव कदा चरणारविन्दं गोविन्द जीवनधनं शिरसा वहामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तद्वंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। Bhagavat Ras Rasik Mahanubhav, just do Kirtan for a couple of minutes. After that, we'll start the subject of today. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala Krishna Govinda Govinda Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala 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 Krishna Govinda श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, श्रीमद् युगल सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Yesterday we discussed about the initial stage of love, which is called prem. And there are some specialties of this stage. They were also explained, and it was also told that there are three kinds of prem: praud, madhyam, and mand. After that, it was also explained that everybody says, especially Naradji said, he made one aphorism in his Narad Bhakti Sutra, Anirvachaniyam Prema Sarupam. So many people ask this question that why is it called Anirvachaniyam? It is ineffable. So it was also explained the reasons that why it is ineffable. And in this connection, it was said that the love is divine and our words are not divine, they are material, that's why we cannot describe it. And in this love, there is no desire of anything else, bhukti or mukti. There are no desires of bhukti or mukti. Bhukti means the happiness from this planet to the planet of Brahma, the creator. And mukti means liberation. There is one more level of Vaikuntha lok. The devotees abandon that as well. It was also explained that this bhakti is full of ever new sentiments which are called bhav tarang. Every moment, new waves of sentiments of love spring. That's why nobody can describe it, because when he sees one position of the lover, next second it multiplies. Again, next second it multiplies. And every time it is more sweeter and sweeter. That's why nobody can describe it. Also describe the Dakshina Praud Prem and Vam Prem. And after that, it was also said, there is one more speciality in prem, because it is anirvachaniya, that this is a peculiar type of prem, the divine prem, is so unique, so peculiar, that the devotee enjoys the pangs of separation more than the bliss of meeting beloved. In this world, nobody can even think about it. We are saying pangs of separation. The word pangs is used, and then we say it is extremely blissful. It is full of bliss. How can the people enjoy it? But there is a special kind of ras in separation. And Mahaprabhu Chaitanya explained it in one shloka. Tribhuvan vibhava tave pekuntha smriti rajitatma suradi virvimigyat nachalati bhagavat padaravindan. He is saying that bhakti means all the time, we have to remember. But when we see Shyam Sundar all the time, then if he is present, we are not having separation from him, then we have to meet him at one place. But Sangama viraha vikalpe varamihi virho na sangamas tasmad sange sahi tathaikas tribhuvanam api tanmayam virahe. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, if I am given a choice to choose separation or milan, meeting with Shyam Sundar, then I will select viraha. Why? Because when we meet Shyam Sundar, when we are not having separation, then he is seen at one place. If he is here in this room, he will be seen at one place. Shyam Sundar is playing Murli. All the gopis are hearing. Where is he? Oh, probably he is at the Yamuna. Let's go to Yamuna. They all go to Yamuna. No, he is not here. So let's go to Vanshivat now. Let's go to Malti Kunj now. So when he is here, when we are not undergoing the separation, that time he would be seen at one place only. But in viraha, because virahi, the one who is feeling separation, remembers God all the time with each and every breath. He remembers only Sri Krishna. So tanmayam viraha. Each and every particle of the being becomes Krishnamaya, saturated with Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. That's why wherever the devotee of such kind goes or whatever he sees, he can see only Sri Krishna, because all the senses have become Krishnamaya, means saturated with the feelings, with the remembrance of Sri Krishna only. That's why in viraha, Shyam Sundar is seen everywhere. Everywhere. That's why it is more enjoyable, because he is seen everywhere. The great devotees always wish to attain viraha of Shyam Sundar. So this is also a special quality. Now, we have to think about it, that when we love God, suppose you have attained the first stage of love. Now, how can we worship God? How should we love God? We know the theory of love. Practically, when we start loving God, then how should we do it? It is said in the books of bhakti by the Rasik saints that to love God, we have to establish a relationship with Him. Without relationship, how would you love? You are going with someone and somebody asks you that who is this person with you? You said, he is mine. Your what? I don't know. It means you have no relation with this person. If there is a relation, you can say my friend, my son, my father, my brother. But if you say I don't know, then you have no relationship, then you have no real love with him. You cannot love without relationship. In the same way, according to our habit, we have to establish some relationship with God. So, according to the scriptures, there are 5 kinds of relationship. The same relationships we have in this world as well. In the same way, we have to establish some relationship with God, and then according to that relation, our love will increase. So, they say there are 5 kinds of relationships. And they are named as Shanta Bhav, Dasya Bhav, Sakhya Bhav, vatsalya Bhav, and Madhurya Bhav. Shanta Bhav means Upasana of Mahavishnu. The devotees of Shanta Bhav, they worship Mahavishnu, they attain Vaikuntha Lok, and in Vaikuntha Lok, Sri Krishna lives with 4 arms with his full majesty. That's why the devotee who lives in Vaikuntha worships Mahavishnu can attain Nishtha only. He has lots of Nishtha, means love with respect. It's called Nishtha, faith, love with respect. So they have Nishtha because when they see Sri Krishna is standing in front of them with 4 arms, having Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, then naturally, seeing the four arms and full majesty in his personality, immediately it clicks. He is God. He is God. And when you are feeling that He is God, I am a Jeev, then naturally you have to pay respect to Him as God. You know that He is God. Now you can have a courage to see Him. You will always stand in front of Him with folded hand because He is God. He is your Ishtadev. So, in Vaikuntha Lok, because there is a feeling of God all the time, there is lots of majesty. Only majesty is seen over there all the time. That's why the love does not increase there. The proximity of relation is not there. That's why they cannot enjoy the love, the pastimes, because there are no parikar, the associates of Mahavishnu as well. Only Mahalakshmi and Mahavishnu, they live in Vaikuntha Lok. So because there is no love there, the proximity of love, the intimate love is not there, that's why the Rasiks do not keep Shantaras in the kingdom of love. The kingdom of love starts from dasya bhav. A devotee of dasya bhav loves Sri Krishna without any feeling of majesty, His divine powers. He just knows that He is my master and I am His das. With this kind of feeling, he serves Sri Krishna. And because he always thinks about pleasing his master with his services, he provides the service according to the choice of the master. That's why all the time he has to think that what does he want now? So always thinking about the master, about the choice of master, the interest of master, according to that he is serving him. That's why his mind is completely saturated with the sentiment of service. He thinks that I am das of Sri Krishna, and he always thinks about Sri Krishna only. That's why he sees Sri Krishna in all the living beings, everywhere, in everyone. He sees Sri Krishna and he feels like serving him equally as he serves Sri Krishna. In the same way, he wants to serve anyone else as well. It increases his feeling, his standard of dasya bhav, of seva. Although there are many kinds of das. One of them is called adhikrit, ashrit, parshad, and anug. Mainly there are 4 kinds of dasya, of the servants of Sri Krishna. And there are many other kinds of, in each kind of das. But I am not going in detail today. I am just giving you a hint that what is these 4 kinds of das are. The prashrit are those, they are also called adhikrit, means they always stand with Sri Krishna with folded head looking downwards. Some rights of seva are given to them, and they always perform that seva. Their full attention is to do the seva which is provided to them by Sri Krishna. In this category, Brahma, Shankar, Indra, Varuna, Kuber, these devatas also come. They are given some seva. Brahma ji is given his seva, Shankar ji is given his seva. Indra is given some other seva, Varuna is given other seva. They are very, very attentive to perform their seva in a perfect way. And whenever they come to Sri Krishna, they are always, they come with folded hands. This is one kind of das. And some other das who are prashit means they always willing to do anything for Sri Krishna, whatever he wants. That's why they are always alert to see what is his desire right now, what is his need right now, what does he want right now. He is very, very concerned about it. So his full attention all the time is on Sri Krishna only. Their aim is to please Sri Krishna with their respective sevas. There is another kind of das which are called parishad. They are like the eternal associates of God, but they worship Sri Krishna, they love Sri Krishna as das. Like there are many das, like Devata, etc., Parshad, like Uddhav ji and Arjuna, etc. There are many Parshad. They serve God like a das. Nanda Baba, Upanand, etc. They are father. But they sometimes Lord Krishna asks them for some advice. Sometimes he asks suggestions. And he pay respect to them. But they are always ready to serve him. They know very well that he is the supreme God. But still they serve him. They know that they are Sri Krishna is supreme God, and he is paying all attention, he is paying so much respect to us as father or as some elders, but still they love him, they give suggestions also, sometimes he takes some advice also, but they are always surrendered to them. And there are some das who are anug. Anug means those who Sri Krishna protect, like Kali, Jarasandha, etc. They were protected by Sri Krishna. So later on, they become like das. In the beginning, they behave like an enemy because that time they are scared of the demons, the demon kings. They work everything under them, knowing that he is misleading me. I am doing pap. Whatever I am doing is not good. But because they were under the control of most tyrant demons, that's why they were doing everything wrong. Later on, when they realize and they surrender themselves, since then they serve Sri Krishna and request that whatever seva you want to give me, you can give that seva. So in that way, there are many kinds of das, but the Prashrit das, who are the Brajvasis and they serve Sri Krishna wholeheartedly, they have no other desire except pleasing Sri Krishna, always humble in front of Sri Krishna. So these this is called dasya bhav when they are serving. It seems like dasya bhav is the lowest kind of relation, because a devotee of dasya bhav always stays on the first level of devotion, which is prem. I have explained it before as well. After that, there are 7 more levels. Prem, after prem, sneh, man, pranay, rag, anurag, bhavesh, mahabhav, etc. But dasya bhav devotee always remains at the class of prem only. It seems that there is no fun, there is no bliss, but it's not so. The devotees of dasya bhav enjoy their seva so immensely that they do not want to get anything else. This is their desire, that I should always be your sevak, your das. I don't want anything. Like Shri Ramchandji, he also said to Hanumanji, that ekaikasyopakarasya pranan dasyami te sakhe. You have helped me so much. There's so many upakar on me. And for each and every help you did, I can give my life. Sheshu Shubkaranam Bhavami Dasyam Tasya. Shesho Upakaranam. And for the rest of the upakar, for one upakar only, I can give my prana, my life. So what will I do for the rest of the upakar? I will always be your das. Shri Ram is saying to a das. Soi sevak priyatama mama soi, mama anushasana manai joi. My dearest devotee is that who is my das. Hanumanji also said, Bhavabandachide tasmai spriyama milaba muktaye. Bhavan prabhu das ityatra vilupyate. I want to be your das forever. I don't want mukti, etc., nothing at all. I want to be. Asa abhiman jaya jani bhore, main sevak raghupati pati more. I wish that this abhiman, if abhiman is bad even then, I want this ego should always remain in my heart, that I am the servant of Shri Ram and Ram is my Swami. A devotee says to Sri Krishna, Mad janmana phalamidam madhukaita bhare mad prarthaniya madanugraha eva tad bhritya bhritya paricharako bhritya bhritya bhrityasya bhritya itimam smara lokanath. I know you love the bhakta of your bhakt more. Aham bhakta paradhino. Lord Krishna says that ye mad bhakta hi he partna me bhakta stute mata mad bhaktasya ye bhakta te me bhakta tamah mata. I love the most the devotees of my devotees. So looking toward the choice of Sri Krishna, this devotee is saying that it is my desire that in each and every life I should given a chance to be tava bhakta bhakta bhritya bhritya paricharaka bhritya bhritya bhrityasya bhritya. Das of das of das of das of das. I want to be the das of das. This is the feeling of a das. Sri Maharaj ji has also written, Nath mohi कीजे दासन दास तिन कोई दरस परस मैं पाऊं छिन छिन को सहवास नाथ मोहि कीजे दासन दास। तन मन धन सो सदा से में सेउ सहित उल्लास। Shri Maharaj has given the same kind of feelings that a das is saying, that I want to be the das of your das. I will serve them with my senses, mind, intellect, and in that way I will please you. I want to please you. So these das, they are not something small, because Sri Krishna loves them the most, and they also enjoy. They get so much love of Sri Krishna when they become das, because a das is always thinking about some seva, the Ashtayami seva of Sri Krishna. In the morning, he has to prepare, before he gets up, he has to prepare the water according to the season. So he is preparing the waters, the brush and everything, because he will get up and then he will brush his teeth. So according to that, he is decorating the bathroom, everything, the hot water and the normal water, everything. So he is thinking since night that what kind of water should I put, what should I put where, and what kind of fragrance should I use today. In that way he is saving. And then he had to prepare the breakfast, then he will prepare or everything in the bathroom to take bath, to give him bath. He is giving bath with his hand to Shyam Sundar. Look at his fortune. The das is giving bath. He brings the water and he rectify everything according to the temperature. He puts some fragrance of his choice, and then he gives bath up with his hand. And then he prepares the lunch, and then in afternoon he prepares the snacks. Then in the evening he has to prepare the dinner. All the time he is busy. He is choosing the clothes of his own choice. He is giving the ornaments of his own choice. So he is getting so much chance to serve day and night. So the one who is serving Sri Krishna in that way, so he gets the chance to touch him, to talk to him. He gets that fragrance of Sri Krishna. And sometimes he gets the seva, very close seva, like he is pressing his feet. He is fanning his Lord. All the time, he is engaged in the service of Sri Krishna. And that gives him so much bliss that he has no time to think about anything else. So the das bhav, this is das bhav, and they remain up to prema bhakti only, but they have some love as well. But for more ras, there is another relationship with Sri Krishna. He has given, this is his causeless mercy, that he is the father of the entire universe. But he has given a chance to us that we can love him from any kind of sentiments. So if you love him as friend, now your rights are elevated, you have more rights and proximity also. Because Das is serving all the time Sri Krishna, but he cannot sit beside Shyam Sundar. He cannot put his arms around Shyam Sundar. He cannot sit to have tea, coffee with Shyam Sundar. There is a distance because he is Das and Sri Krishna is Swami. So there is a difference. Now, when you worship Sri Krishna as your friend, you have come to the same level. Now it is not like that. Now it is like this. So you have become the friend of Shyam Sundar. And now you can sit with him, and there is no difference of level. This is the mercy of Sri Krishna. These friends are also many types, but we can divide all of them in two types. Pura Sakha and Braj Sakha. Pura Sakha are those who do not live in Braj, but they met Sri Krishna in Dwarika or Mathura or somewhere else, and they had friendship with Sri Krishna. Mostly, the Pura Sakhas are the kings. They are very opulent. But Sri Krishna, by his grace, he became their friend, like Arjun and Yudhishthira, etc., all the Pandavas. They were the friend of Sri Krishna. Uddhav was the friend of Sri Krishna. These Pura Sakha, they also love Sri Krishna just as their friend. But they have a feeling, they know that he is the Supreme Brahm. He has all the powers. He can do anything. So they have a little desire as well that my friend will always help me. He is with me. He will protect me all the time. I cannot have any problem in my life if Sri Krishna is my Sakha. So they have love with Shyam Sundar, and they also consider him as equal level. They feel that, but they cannot have that ras, because there is a difference between Pura Sakha and Braj Sakha. Braj Sakha never think in my mind, they don't want to know if somebody is telling them, even then, they don't want to know that he is God. He has some powers. They think that Sri Krishna has less powers than me. If somebody is fighting, if some calamity comes, then he cannot do anything. He has no power. We will do it. When Sri Krishna lifted the Govardhan mountain, then the Sakhas thought, oh my God, what is he doing? He's always defeated with us in wrestling, and now he is trying to lift up the mountain. They immediately put their sticks also. And they were thinking in my mind, the mountain is staying because of our sticks, because he is very careless. See, there is such a big calamity on Braj, and he is standing in Tribhangi pose, and only the small finger of left hand, he is just touching it. He is not doing even like this or like this. No, he is touching it just with the small finger of left hand. It is us that we are holding it. And they said, how do you think that you are Girdhari? We are Girdhari. Because of us, it was staying like that. But when Sri Krishna was standing for 7 days like that, all the Sakhas who were also using their sticks, they were tired. One by one, they were changing. But they saw that Sri Krishna is holding it for 7 days. Then they said to Sri Krishna, that's hey Sakhe, you are saptak chapak chaptata. You are holding it for 7 days on your little finger of left hand. Then what should we do? I want you to have some rest for some time and give this mountain in the hand of Sri Rama. He will do that. Whatever you are doing, Sri Dama, if you can hold, then Sri Dama can definitely hold the mountain. So, Dama Parno Ugre, give the mountain in the hands of Sri Dama. Then, Adir Vidyati Nastamarpai Kare, Kimvaskanam Dakshina. Then we will press your hand. And if you don't want to give this credit to anyone else, if you want yourself only to hold it, then take it in the right hand. So we will press your left hand. Again you will take on the left hand. They are saying like that because they don't think that he has so much power that he is just showing that he is taking it on the finger, but it is held only by his sankalp. He thought that it should stand like that and it is standing. They didn't understand because they never thought that he is God. This is their love. They play with Shyam Sundar. Sometimes they take Shyam Sundar on their shoulders. Sometimes they jump and sit on the shoulders of Shyam Sundar. Sometimes they fight. Sometimes they please him. Sometimes they are annoyed or Sri Krishna has to please them. So every day it happens. In these sakhas of Braj, there are some of the sakhas who always, they are of the same age as Sri Krishna. So they always plays differently with them. And they think that we are not less than Sri Krishna anyway. In Roop, our Roop is also better. We have more skills, we have more knowledge, we have more strength. They think like that and they play all the time Sri Krishna. But there are some sakhas, they are a little older than Sri Krishna. So they feel their responsibility. They also play with Shyam Sundar, but besides that, they feel their responsibility as well, that we should protect him because we are older than him. There are some sakhas who are younger than Sri Krishna. Then Sri Krishna takes care of the younger ones. In all these sakhas, Balbhadra is very important. Balbhadra means Balramji, he is also sakha, and he feels that I should protect him also. So sometimes, once it was his birthday, and Rohini mother said that you will not go today anywhere else because you have to stay home, I have to do some rituals. Then he said to all the sakhas, he called all the sakhas and he said that, see, today is my birthday. My mother does not want me to go anywhere else. So tell him especially that he must not go to Yamunaji today. Otherwise, any problem may come and I will not be there. Then who will save him? Because Balaram thinks, if I am not there, then Sri Krishna not save himself. That's why he is saying that. But the other sakhas, they play with him without any feeling of older or younger or in any way greater than us. As I was giving the example yesterday, that when they go to graze the cows, at the time of lunch, they get together. They sit in a circle and then they eat. So sometimes the sakhas, they tease Sri Krishna. Once Mansukha said, Hamari dahi pakori joko khave hoye nihal. He said, Kanhaiya, your mother did not give any good food. Look, my mother has gave this pakori. It's so tasty. Wow, what's the taste? When he said like that, then Thakurji stood up and said, he opened his mouth and give me this pakori in my mouth. Why should I give you? I will eat myself. I said, no, you have to give. No. Then Thakurji goes to snatch it, the sakha runs, and then somehow Thakurji catch him, and then he falls on the earth, and then he just tries to take out that piece of pakori from his mouth. He does like that. These sakhas are always doing that. They fight with him sometimes and they argue with him. So this is the sakhya bhav. In sakhya bhav, there is nishtha and there is love, and there is one more thing, vishrambha. Vishrambha means no hesitation, equality. There is no hesitation at all. So sakhya bhav, or the sakhas of sakhya bhav, they feel Sri Krishna is equivalent to me and they enjoy. And if any sakha gets annoyed, if he is annoyed, Sri Krishna would shed tears. He becomes very sad and he tries his best to please them. If one sakha is annoyed, Sri Krishna becomes very sad. They love each other so much. After that, there is one more bhav where there is more ras, which is called vatsalya bhav. If any devotee loves Sri Krishna as his or her son, then they get more ras. Why? In dasya bhav, there was a difference. In sakhya bhav, they became equal. And in vatsalya bhav, the jiva position is higher and Sri Krishna position is lower now because he has become son. The father of the entire world has become the son of a jiva. Now, he has to do everything according to the wish of mother. So here is Mother Yashoda. She is so happy to have Sri Krishna because since morning she is also thinking that what kind of clothes, what kind of mukut and which one, and the more pankha, and what kind of shringar should I do of Sri Krishna. So since he takes birth, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Baba, they enjoy the bliss of Sri Krishna since he takes birth on this earth. Since that moment, all the time they are seeing when Thakurji is sleeping and how his lips they are vibrating, how this little smile is there, how his hair, they are curly and they are entangled with each other. So they enjoy that scene as well when he is sleeping. When he gets up, he plays, then all the time Yashoda ji enjoying with Shyam Sundar all the pastimes. When Shyam Sundar becomes little bigger and he crawls, then Maya Yashoda is trying to finish all her household works. She is doing something and Kanhaiya is just is coming behind Yashoda ji and he is crying constantly. He is trying to pull her sari as well. Why? Because he is saying, by crying, he is saying that take me in your lap. I will not grow like that. Take me in your arms. After a long time, when he is crying for a long time, then Maya Yashoda scolds him that there are so many children, they play themselves. You are not a unique child. That all the time you need my lap. All the time you want to be in my arms. Play like other boys. Don't say me to take you in my lap. But again, Thakurji is crying. And when she doesn't listen to him at all, then he rolls on the floor and cries bitterly that take me in your lap. Naradji was seeing this scene. He was so confused. I heard that God has taken, the Supreme Brahma has taken birth in the house of Nanda Baba. But who is Brahma? This lady is Brahma or this child is Brahma? Because it is always heard that the Jiva wants to come in the arms of Brahma. Brahma does not want to come in the arms of the Jiva. So it seems that this lady is Brahma. But I heard that there is a Purusha avatar. Lady cannot be Brahm because that is the Purusha avatar. So it means this child is Brahm. Then he contemplates and then he comes to know that this little child is Brahm. Then Naradji comes over there and says, Maiya, Lele Ri Sukhadham. He is Sukhadham. He is the bliss of all the devotees, the bliss of all the Paramhans. He is bliss of all the Rasiks. And he is crying for your lap. You are his mother. Please take him. No, Naraji, you don't know, he is very naughty. He always does like that. Naradji was so overwhelmed. He says, Kim Brahmastam Yashode Kati Kati Sukritan Chitra Vridhani Purvam Gatva Kidrik Vidhanai Kati Kati Sukritan Narjitan Nitvayaiva No Shakro, no Swayambhur, Nacha Ripur, no Shakro. He is saying, Kim Brahmastam Yashoda, what should I say about your fortune? Kati Kati Chitra Vrindani. Where, what, in which places have you been to collect all these good deeds? And how many good deeds have you performed in how many lives? That you are having Sri Krishna as your child. No Shakro, no Swambhur, nacha Madanaripur, Lebhe Yasya Prasadam. Natu Shak means Indra, na Swambhur Brahma, Bhagavan Shankar. These are the sovereign personalities. They could not have even a sight of His grace. They are looking for one sight of His grace, and the same Supreme Brahma is Bhumo Viluthati Vilapat Krodamarodhukamam. The same Brahma is crying. He is rolling on the earth. Why? Just to come in your lap. You are so fortunate. When Naradji said like that, then Mother Yashoda also said, oh yes, he is my child. He is crying for a long time. I should take him. Then Mother took him in his arms, and then she took and she gave good bath to him, and then she did very good shringar of Sri Krishna with the good clothes, ornaments, the new peacock feather and everything. He was looking beautiful, very clean, very beautiful. And then she gave some toys and he was busy in playing. Then she started again her household chores. But after some time, what happened? The gopis who were selling the yogurt, there were a couple of gopis. For half an hour, they were selling the yogurt and the butter around the mahal of Nanda Baba only. Ask her that if you really have to sell the yogurt, go some other area who do not have cows. You are trying to sell it here in the palace of Nanda Baba, who has 10,000 cows. There is no lack of butter or yogurt or milk, etc. And for half an hour you are saying, lo dahi, lo dahi. Then Thakurji was listening. He said, no, my bhakt is calling me. And because later on they always start calling the name of Sri Krishna. Vikretu kama khil gopa kanya murari padarchit buddhi. Because their buddhi, their mind is saturated with the thoughts of Sri Krishna. So dadhyadikam moha vashadavochat govinda damodara madhaveti. They started saying, lo Madhav, lo Damodar, lo Krishna. Thakurji thought, now I have to go. So he went outside. The gopis were standing over there. when they saw Sri Krishna, they were so full of love that they came in ecstasy, and their pitcher of yogurt, it fell. When it fell on the floor, it was broken. And the yogurt was spread all over. There was the clay and mixed with the dust. It was full of dust. The whole amount of yogurt was full of dust. And when the gopis saw that what happened, if somebody would see, then they will ask me, why did you come here? You were selling yogurt, then why did you come at the palace of Nanda Baba? Do you think that somebody will buy your yogurt over here? Why were you here? And what would I say? So she ran away from there. And then when she went away from there, Sri Krishna went in the same place where there was so much slush of yogurt and the dust, and he started smearing all over his body. When Yashoda ji didn't hear his voice for a long time, she thought, what is she doing? Because he's never quite like this. But now I am not hearing any voice of Sri Krishna. It means he is doing something wrong. When she went to see, she didn't find him in the palace. Then she went outside. Then she saw that Thakurji was sitting in that mud and smearing all the mud all over his body. She was very mad. And she said to Sri Krishna, Idanim te Krishna rachitam chanulepanam idanim eva te Krishna dhuli dhusaritam vapu. Just now I gave you bath, I changed all your clothes, and I put all kind of, that time at the place of cream, they were using kapoor and chandan, etc. So I gave all kind of anulep on your body, and you again become so dirty. Then when she was very mad, then she scolded him and said, Pankavishikta sakala vayavam vilokya damodaram badati ko pavashadya shoda tvam shukarosi gatajan maniputnare nityukti sasmita mukho vatuno murari. He said, like the mothers also, sometimes, when they are annoyed on their children, they say, Suar. In the same way, Yashoda ji is saying, Tam shukarosi gata janmani. It seems like you are suar in you were a pig in your past life. That's why it is your habit to be always dirty. I gave you bath, I decorated you in every way. You were so clean, so good looking, and you again smeared the mud all over your body. When she says that it seems like you were pig in your past life, then Thakurji was smiling. Maya, you are right. Before that, I have come in that form also, Shukra Avatar. I have come there. So this kind of adhikar, the right, the bliss, enjoyment, is enjoyed only by those devotees who love Sri Krishna as their son. There are many examples of vatsalya. Maharaj also wrote in his books Prem Madira. Once when he was too naughty, and then Maya Yashoda said, Kanha, now you are not very little child. You are growing up. So you should do something. He asked, what should I do? Krishna Tvam Pat. You should go to school. Why? To study. You should start studying now. Then he says, why? What will happen if I will study? Krishna Tvam Pat. kim pathami nanure shastram kimugyayate. He asked, what should I read? Shastram. You should read the Shastra. Why? What knowledge would I get from the Shastra? Tattvam. She says, you will have Tattva Gyan. If you read Shastra Ved, then you will have Tattva Gyan. Then what will happen with Tattva Gyan? Then you will know about God. Who is God? Who cares who is God? I don't want to know him. He is not my relative. Why should I know him? No. Don't say like that. Because when you will get all this knowledge, then you will have mukti. You will be liberated. Oh no, then I will not go to school anyway. Why? If I will get mukti, if I will be liberated, then how would I eat makhan over here? I like makhan. When you take out the makhan, when you make the makhan, I enjoy the makhan. I don't need liberation, etc. Forget about it. I am not going to school anyway. Once he was trying to steal the butter in his own home. He was trying to steal the butter, but by the way, there was a pitcher of butter. At the same place, there was a big mirror. So he was seeing his own reflection in that. So when he was putting his hand in the pitcher, he saw, who's this boy? He's also putting his hand in the... I don't want to give this makhan to anybody else. And he was just scolding him and continuing, why are you taking butter? When he was saying, why are you taking butter? That boy was also saying, why are you taking butter? He said, this boy is not good. And I'm asking, why are you? He's also asking me. When I'm stopping him, he stops me. Eventually, he went to mother and says, Maya, come here. Maya came there. Mata ka esha navanitamidam tadiyam lobhen chorayitumadya grihe pravishta. I will show a boy. Now you will know that who steals the butter. You thought I steal butter, but I don't steal butter. I will show you the boy today. I caught him. I will show him that who is that boy who steals butter. And he takes Mother Yashoda over there and he shows, see this boy. And he's showing his own reflection in the mirror. He said, this boy is the thief. He steals your butter. Madvaranam namanute navanita lobham. And I'm telling him, see, this is the home of Maya. You are not supposed to take the butter without asking her. But Madvaram Namanute. But he is not listening to me. So, because of this reason, I forgot about the lobe. I forgot about the avarice of eating makhan. Rather, I became very annoyed. This kind of leelas are seen by Mother Yashoda. From the very beginning, she enjoys the Bal leelas of Sri Krishna. After that, they are the highest level of bhakti, which is called Madhurya Bhav. But I think I will take it up tomorrow, because it's a very important and very interesting subject. I don't want to stop it in the middle today. Boliye Srimat Satguru Sarkar ki jai, Ladli Lal ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai. I remember one more thing I want to add today. That one very beautiful pastime of little Sri Krishna with Yashoda ji. Once he was telling Maya Yashoda that, Maya, you always milk the cow. Today I will milk the cow. Maya is saying, you are too small to do that. When you will grow up like Baldao Bhaiya, then you can do that. So far you are very small. But he is insisting. He is crying and he is saying, no, 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 I have to do that. So there were some other gopis also with vatsalya bhav. The gopis of vatsalya bhav, they were standing. So they started teasing Sri Krishna. They are teasing, saying what? Kanha to pe kaun duhave gaiya. Kaun duhave gaiya. Kanha to pe kaun duhave gaiya. Why? Why are you saying that I cannot milk the cow? Kalo rang arukari kamariya. Your complexion is black. On top of that, you are always having kali, the black blanket. Then what? So, bhadak jayegi gaiya, kanha to pe kaun duhave gaiya. Everything is black, black, black. Seeing everything black, the cow will be scared. He's saying, no, I play with the cows, I play with the cows as well. They were never scared like that. How do you say that they will be scared? The other gopi is saying, no, actually, there is one more reason that you cannot do it. What? Man kahun aur chit kahun tharahun. You work somewhere else and you think about something else. When you will do that, like you are milking the cow, if some gopi is going from there, then you will start seeing her. So, what will happen? Man kahun aur chit kahun aurahu, to dhar pare algaiya, kanha to pe kaun duhave gaiya. So, the stream of milk will go out of the pitcher. So, who will bear this loss? That's why, Kanha, you cannot milk the cow. He said, no, 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 I will do it. I will be very alert. I will do it very perfectly. You will see that not even one drop will go out of the pitcher. And other Sakhi is saying, no, Kanha, there is one more reason. What? Adho doodh gire matuki me. When you will milk the cow, we will get only half milk. Why? When I will do it so carefully that I said that even one drop will not go out of the pitcher, then how would you get only half pitcher of milk? She says, Adho doodh gire matuki me और आधो ले गटकैया कान्हा तो पे कौन दुहावे गैया. You will drink the half milk yourself. तो सुनी सुनी बचन सुनी सुनी व्यंग वचन सखियन के कान्हा मुँह लटकैया कान्हा तो पे कौन दुहावे गैया. तो कान्हा की या मुँह लटकनी पे कान्हा की या मुँह लटकनी पे मैया बली बली जैया कान्हा तो पे कौन दुहावे गैया कान्हा तो पे कौन दुहावे गैया. It was the most favorite song of Sri Maharaj Ji. When Maharaj Ji was driving especially, he was singing this bhajan, swaying and singing. But other people, they were just so much shocked that it was hard to breathe for them. Why? Because he used to drive so fast. He was driving so fast, and at the same time he was singing also. So everybody who was sitting in the car with Sri Maharaj Ji, they were scared, but the song was so sweet. When Maharaj Ji was singing it, it was really, really sweet, and it was the choice of everyone. Radhe Radhe.